Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're always here on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and you can also find us on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. I wanted to jump on here really quick because I'm getting ready to leave to take my granddaughters with me to Hobby Lobby and just goofing around in town. And but this was something that I've been wanting to do and I keep forgetting, and I thought, oh my gosh, it popped back in my mind, so I want to go ahead and do it again, or get it started. So this will be a quick video, and excuse me, basically what it is a type of journaling or poem writing. I had checked out some books at the library, and one of them had this idea in it, and I thought it was a really great idea. I think it might have been a book on poetry or journaling or something. I can't remember the book or the name of it. I just remember the idea. And what the person had done is taken a page out of an article or a book or something, and just I don't know if you can see that, but just highlighted different things that they liked in the page. So I thought that was really neat. Now, what they did is they actually highlighted and made a poem out of these different phrases and words that they circled or highlighted or what have you. I'm just doing words that I like. So this is a vintage book. I don't remember the name of the vintage book, and I don't know if that's the name of it or if that's a chapter. I don't know. But I didn't really find that there were many pages that had sweetness to them. And so I thought, well, this is a good book or a good page to do this. Now I only have like 20 minutes if I can get this open. So this will be a short video. By accident, I discovered that this chalk paint works really well on paper, and it is somewhat nice to write on. This is just something that I had from a project that I had done. I think I had used this to paint a fabric chair. So basically all you do is you just paint out, oops, a little chunk there. You just paint out everything except what you've highlighted. And I've got a little brush here too. Whoopsie, I didn't think I had that much. I thought I would use this for some of the bigger areas. Anyway, so what I did was I just took some of the phrases or words that I liked, and I'm getting rid of the rest of it. So I'll still be able to use this page in a journal, and oopsie, and you can write on it. I don't know if I can get that off of there or not. Yeah, so we're just going to go to town, do a few things, and thought we'd stop by the hobby store and see what's happening there. I always love spending any time I can with my grandchildren, and now that summer school's out, I'm excited to spend a little time with my oldest granddaughter. Haven't had a chance this summer yet to spend much time with her. Okay. Now let's see if I can kind of go in a little bit closer with, oops, ooh, that one's a little crunchy. And I feel like you could use acrylic paint for this too. I would just not make it very thick. I should have tested this paintbrush first. It's kind of scratchy. It's a pretty day here today. It's going to be, we have a heat advisory, so it's going to be very, very hot today. But it's funny because I wanted to get out and go early this morning. You know, I told you that this week is Vacation Bible School for my grandchildren and at our church as well. Well, their Vacation Bible School is at night, and I guess they stayed up so late last night, bless their hearts. So they were sleeping in a little bit, which is fine. The only reason I wanted to go early is because I had seen the forecast that we were having severe thunderstorms today. And I do not like to... First, I don't like to drive in that. I certainly don't like to drive on the highway in that, you know, at a high speed when the rain and lightning and all of that. And then thirdly, I don't like to drive in that with my grandchildren, you know. So I was trying to beat all that. Well, today I looked at the weather again, and there was nothing to be said about rain at all. So I text my daughter and I said, hey, don't worry about, you know, what time with the kids because they were sleeping in a little bit from being, you know, up so late. Don't worry about that because it doesn't show rain. Well, then she sends me a, I went over that one a little bit too. She sends me a text that shows like a clip. What am I trying to say? Where you clip a picture. Oh, brother. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, of her weather app. And it shows that it's going to, you know, rain. And then I looked at my Weather Channel app and sent her a picture of that. And it shows no rain. And then I asked Alexa, what's the weather like? So she told me about the heat advisory again. And I said, is it going to rain? And she said, no rain in the forecast. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so weird how, you know, you get different, you know, weather. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is going to turn out. I'll go ahead. I wasn't going to cover that number, but I accidentally did. So let's just cover it out. And then I'm just using a little bit to kind of brush it out a little bit so it's just not, you know, super square. This stuff dries so fast, which is another thing that I kind of like working with it, you know. And then my thought is to go around each of these kind of in a crazy way with these 4mm watercolor pencils. They have like this really neat, this one has a blunt end. I mean, you could make them a blunt end. But what my thought is to go around them. And then I might even see if dipping my finger in water, oops, I don't even need that brush, will help, you know, kind of disperse it and make it kind of fun. So I'm probably going to pause here in a second and go dry this so we can do that part. And then I'll do the back of this page. I won't do it on camera, but I'll do the back of the page and then it'll be ready to go into a journal. It's a really great way to salvage, you know, a page that you're not, it's a fun way, you know, that you're not particularly fond of. So even like those dollar store books that, you know, have some language and such, sometimes the font in those are kind of fun, and you can pick out some words and phrases that you do like. Okay. basically what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to white out, so to speak, some of the other words that, you know, I just don't want. There's no naughty words. It's just not it wasn't a pleasant script in the book. It just wasn't pleasant. And I thought, how can I turn something yuck into something nice? And then I remembered that thing that I had seen in the library book a while back. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause real quick, and then I'm going to go dry this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, that didn't take long at all. It actually dried so fast. Most of it was pretty dry by the time I had gotten to the restroom to do it. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit because hopefully you can see this. So now, in the book, I want to say they use like a jelly, like a jelly crayon or something like that. But I bet you could use any kind of marker or anything. I'm going to try this watercolor one. And I'm just going to see what will happen. I'm going to go around them. What will happen when I add, you know, some water to it. We'll see. This is all experimental. But I really liked the idea, especially, you know, I would not have used this page otherwise in a book, except for maybe to back something. So I feel like it's a fun way to save it. You can see I'm pressing pretty hard and it's still, you know, very dry and easy to work with. And again, writing on it is so easy. It's really smooth using that. I think it'd be a little expensive to, you know, buy a bunch of different ones to do it with, you know, different colors of that Waverly, but I have some, so we'll see. Woo! Where's my paper towel? Give it a reach here. May have put too much water. Or too much, yeah, too much water. We'll see. I don't mind the effect at all, really. Just needs a little. You probably could do this with your water brush too. I can't think of what those jelly crayons are called. Had it on the tip of my tongue, but for some reason now I can't think of what they are. Let me come back out a little bit. Anyways, yeah, I think this turned out okay. I think the pencil might act different depending on if you're on the white or not. I like it. I think it's neat. If you hear me breathing, it's my allergies. I'm a little bit stuffed up, or as my daughter used to call it, snuffed up. A little snuffed up today. I think it's fun. Anyways, just a quick little craft, and then you know what you could do is when you journal, like 2 years before, you could write something about 2 years ago, at heart. You could write something about, what's in your heart. Piano, maybe a song, just different things. And then if you find a book where they're a little bit spaced out more, that might even be cool too. Anyways, I hope you give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'll wait for this to dry and then I'll take some photos for you. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. Wish you were here. Man, I have a mess in this little studio at the little yellow house. I've been goofing, and using, and I have postcards out, and I have words out, and scraps out, and crocheting out. I have so much out, so I need to get everything tidied up so I can get ready for the next adventure, whatever that may be. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and you are so loved. I hope you never forget that. Bye for now.